What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
All right. Neve is hardened, which we already knew that because we read everything. After experiencing the Blighted Dragon attack, she's less trusting and more self-reliant. Her damaging... I don't understand why that... Based off her dialogue, she was pretty much just like, I understand you made a tough choice and I'm forgiving it. But this isn't playing out with the narrative. Because her damaging abilities are increased, but she will no longer use supportive abilities in relation to progress is slowed. That feels a bit much. Okay, we got some quests to do. I don't think we have anything more to do here. Yeah, we have
many wanderers.
book club notes. Oh, they have a book club because this is cute, and everyone's endeared with the characters. Emmerich, Balara, Harding, Nev, the Hollowed Halls. She's my Balara. No, it's taken by Balara. Emmerich frustrated the book was not accurate about how it ended actually work. Agreed the romance subplot had pleasing air of a classic tragedy. Maybe Emmerich is just Dr. Barbarian. Nev pretty was sure that the book was based on one of her old cases, refused to elaborate further on the romance subplot. Harding felt it was too long and lacked excitement, kept scowling, asking, where's the blood? Because that's what Harding is. Blar, me enjoyed that enemies to lovers featured heavily in the story. Found undead a little creepy. We rolled dice to decide, and Harding is next person to choose a book. Oh, we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff like that? We get to see their little book club happen? I got mixed feelings about that. Dear Rook and Professor Volkaren, the Watchers are sending this letter for me. I'm the man who used to be enslaved by the Venatorium. My name is Cloudus. Thank you, bless you for stopping them. I never would have seen the sun again if not for you. I sew very well. The Watchers say there's a great call for the tailors of the deceased. That was strange to me, for we do not need such things as the winter. But the Watchers have fed me and found me work. I cannot never repay them or you, but I hope Claude Navarra is dead. May you walk in the light. Cloudus, a flea man. Ah, everything's beginning to make sense.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh, hey. Davrin has something to say. Taash has a quest for us, and we can talk to Emmerich. Good on us. We can go on a walk with Emmerich, too. Let's chat.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
I prefer big weapons.
Well, you could just bring along a really big sword.
Only if you know what to do with it. You hit a rageling in the flank, you'll just send him into a frenzy.
And these will help.
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
He's so egotistical. I don't know if I know Ludric. I guess I'll agree with him.
Yeah, Ludric and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
No.
Well...
Because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh. I just wanted to make you feel better.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Just spell my name right. All right.
Just remember, it's spelled R-O-O-K. There. hero who took down the gods.
That chapter is going to be mine.
Where's the Gloomhowler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Go easy on him.
Maybe, but go easy on him. He's still getting the hang of things.
He runs into an ogre, it won't care. It'll eat him for lunch. I didn't mean your lunch.
Too late. You said the magic word. See you around.
I like how the sawdust still flew off way after his last cut. Still like Tavern. Tavern's legit. He's a bit melodramatic like everyone else is. Not really his fault. This is just Dragon Age the Veilguard. But it was a pretty solid conversation. What are you talking about? Wait a second. That was a wisp.
Between the facing gods.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Between the facing gods. Facing gods? Well, there is a god. And there is another god. Yeah. Oh, whoa, 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 oh. Stairs. Remember that stairs exist. Ha ha ha! Jota Zeta, you're a genius. Woo! Oh, that's ominous. On leaving the lighthouse. Scattered now. The great enemy has vanished, but so has the Dread Wolf. After rebellion, there is a cry for reconciliation, not only with those we fought, but with those who stood aside and must now justify their passivity. There are empty rooms, but it is now the emptiness of peace, not the fallen. We know these halls will be kept by... Close out the pages. I gaze at the beating heart of the lighthouse, fed so long with hope, and offer one last morsel. I am the last, and when I depart, it will be into a world I do not understand. But I face a dawn without the Ivanuris, and that is enough. Okay, let's... What does this do?
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Workshop upgrades discounted? I could have saved a whole bunch of money and materials. Tested for fall damage and survived. I don't know how that's a nostalgia trip. Well, it looks a lot nicer now. It's too bad that we still can't go in through here. Well, maybe we'll take a look around outside and see what else has changed. I'll go talk to Mr. Emmerich.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where did his body come from?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
How smart is he?
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
If I say, good to meet you, will he get that?
Manfred's alert to the sentiment, certainly. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
Can I skip this? It's creepy. Oh gosh. This is what my old roommate would pick. Oh, there's no way to know.
I can't answer that. Can you?
I've come to believe there is a return. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
I've already ranted about the undead and what I think about them in Veilguard. I don't think we need to go much more into it. As if this is a beautiful vista. If this was real life, I would be freaking out, and I would be right here. I don't think I'd ever go out here. Here is safe. Here is good. Here is where the ground is solid, as long as I don't think about it.
Help arranging things, Manfred? Yes, I'd say this place is quite acceptable now.
This place has really grown into its own. We still have yet another place that we haven't seen yet. Exciting.
Good to see you.
Or are you just gonna stay in a storage room? Your prerogative, I guess. Oh, you don't have a conversation. The quest is right here. Hey Taash, we've been trying to get supplies to the crows in Treviso, but the crows who are supposed to pick up the supplies here in Ravane don't report it in. If you and your fancy friends have the time, could you check it out? The drop home is on the coast. Oh, easy enough. Nothing to say? Okay. So far, they seem fine. A Kunari warrior that's grumpy and aggressive. Has moody teenager issues with her mom. But overall, doesn't seem so bad.
Abundance.
I still want to see more armor. What shall we do? We're gonna head out. Something wrong. It's a great quest title. There is a ton of stuff going on here. The Heart of Corruption we can't do. Regrets of the Dreadwolf we can't do. But we can go to Ravane and the Hosberg wetlands. So this is the Anderfels, the Hosberg. That's the High Anderfels? So that's where the Griffins were. So what we'd be going through is right here with the Grey Wardens. New quest available in that area. New quest available. New quest available. All right. We got a lot to do, so let's do some exploring. The main quests are in Hosberg and Ravane. It's in Docktown. Let's go to Ravane. Let's start in the east and travel west, like the elves of old. We'll go with Scout Harding. We're going to have to go with Taash here because there are quests here that involve Taash, I believe. We'll just change it when we get there if there's something that we need to do. There's plenty of places we can swap around. Oh, I turned my appearance back on. I do not want to have bare feet. There we go. Now I look my station. That probably explains why we couldn't use Taash's abilities yet either. Because they blow fire. Even though a mage could do that. I hate being here. Tops doesn't believe me, but I swear the statue's eyes follow me at night. Why'd they build a castle around that thing anyway? I may be a city elf from Valrodo, but even I know the Dreadwolf when I see him. Well, finally someone being grumpy about the Dreadwolf. Because it turns out that people didn't like him in the past, because they misunderstood his role.
The Dreadwolf turns up everywhere.
We got Taash they're fine. The real crime is that they are in a game that is so offensive in its dialogue. For fans, and this game being garbage, Taash is a perfect lightning rod.
Harding, you were in the Inquisition when it formed, right?
Pretty much from the beginning. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Right place, right time, I guess. They needed folks who knew the terrain around Haven. And I didn't want to watch sheep.
Good career choice.
We got company.
Are these undead? Why are they here? Many questions. Is it because they're drowned? Because there needs to be enemies around this area? Probably the more like it. But for the game, it's offensive in its dialogue. In a series known for its good written dialogue and intricate stories, it specifically goes out of its way to not be good and to give it bare bones. And there's attempts, there's trying. I'm not trying to knock on anybody for not trying to do something amazing. There's definitely an effort from their team. It's just not good. But Taash is the most unlikable start character of all of this. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is they are initially aggressive to you. They say to your face that they don't want to join your team, even though they kind of renege on that later. They're a dragon hunter that doesn't want to kill a dragon. Any other story like that, I think, would be good. But it's just one more thing. It's one more thing that they don't want to do. Oh, Scout Harding is wrong. There's something behind the waterfall. Oh! Our Heart of Andraste upgraded. Gain enhanced damage on takedown. That wouldn't be too bad. Hey, day 2, light rain. So that's the same guy. I was wondering what his narrative purpose was before. His narrative purpose is there's someone exploring this area along with you, and you get to find out his story as he gets killed by Antam. I wish it was a bit more... it's fine. I got a little grumpy about that. But yeah, Taash is very much that person that is a lightning rod to that. And the way they're written is written very much like other strong, empowered characters that we've seen in media recently that don't appear to have any flaws and are kind of standoffish. And I'm not saying that they are that, but I am saying there is that push towards that type. And that is immediately, for lack of a better word, triggering to a lot of people. People are just waiting for an excuse to not be into that. This anti-woke brigade, or whatever you want to call it. People are ready to just see it, and they immediately say, like, oh, it's this, I'm out of it. And people are tired of that type of thing. Again, I'm not saying that that is what this character is, but the initial presentation, with everything else that's been going wrong, and that being the key word for many things that people want to take down, warranted or not, is probably where most of the hate comes from. I started the stream today doing something by playing rock, paper, scissors with Manfred. And I feel like that encapsulates this game a lot better.
One for us.
And it encapsulates its problems a lot better than this one character. Or anyone saying so. Alright, here's the quest then. Viago, since you said you already had mercenary covered, we sent mostly alchemical supplies. This should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing in your fens in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed upon drop site in the waterfall and the cliff tops. Here's to causing trouble for the Antom wherever they are. But they died.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
They were taken by surprise.
So we're going to go straight through, recycle the pathing that we did last time.
I cannot imagine working for
This is a good place to have one of these dialogues.
As the Inquisition.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I was always out in the field, scouting areas, mostly alone. Besides, the Crows are a big public organization too. Everyone everywhere's heard of them.
I think we'd have to spend less time stabbing each other to call ourselves an organization.
From all the infighting that happens, there hasn't been that much infighting with the Crows that we've seen in this game in particular. What we see and what we hear about is different, and I can only iterate that so many more times. I don't really want to go past this. I want to go up. Could have just done that the first time. And no matter. Let's go. But that's my take so far. They have a moody teenager moment, and they're trying to set you up like, oh, you should really like this character. And people are kind of against that. Yeah, fight them, nugs.
I hate to be on their side. End it now.
You done yet? I can't believe these little nugs causing so many problems. Deep stalkers, they're not nugs. But I was just insulting them. That's all I was doing. Yeah. Bye. Alright, we looked around this area already. Looks like we have an easy ladder over to the fortress now. That ladder was always... I don't know what I'm talking about. Must be smoking something. It is literally just going through the level again.
Is it true that you've met the head of the Chantry, Harding?
Divine Victoria? Yeah, I met her. Before the really fancy hat.
How dangerous is she, really?
On a scale from 1 to 10? I'd give her an 11. Why?
The Crows get a lot of contracts for her.
Maybe don't take them?
Agreed. We have enough trouble.
If you're gonna kill the Divine, you should probably kill Divine. That you'd probably want to hire a Crow. That's what your whole organization is about. Freedom fighters of revenge. Chillax, Jota Zeta. Chillax, Zeta. Chillax, Jota. You're fine. You're good. Ooh. If only we had a mage. Or someone who could do a fire arrow. Although I don't know what that does. Maybe there's more to it?
Someone clearly wanted us to do something with skulls or torches or
Taash Talks?
something.
Taash
Maybe
Talks?
what-
Like TED Talks? I hate puzzles. Okay. But a lot of spirits in Ravane love them. The seers say that the spirits want to encourage Ravane to uphold traditions, paying respects to old cultural stuff. My mother once said it's because spirits don't understand the world. They're trying to figure out the rules so everything makes sense. I think it's all Vashidan. Putting a treasure chest behind a puzzle that makes you do some odd cultural thing doesn't make the world make sense. Why can't they just put all treasure chests behind waterfalls like they're supposed to? Added by Emmerich. But isn't it fascinating to see our cultural practices inform the spirits who in turn reinforce those practices with it? That's a meta commentary on the game. This doesn't make sense in the game.
Looking around.
It's a funny little comment. From the tone, everything a Taash talk, that's exactly what they're going for.
Farewell for now.